So today we're gonna talk about the POS. How if let's say you already create the POS, right? And then the customer will come back and then ask for the invoice. Right. So now we go to the POS at the first place, right? If you see here, we have a cash, right? This is our default customer. So on the default customer, this one will go to the general public. So basically, any customer that doesn't have any PIN number and everything, so that one will go to the consolidated, which is the general public. So now, if let's say today is September 27, okay, and then you already create the POS under the general public. All right. Next week, the customer come back and then they request for the e-invoice. Okay. So now, before we proceed on that, just want to tell that if let's say it is under the same month, you need to go to the batch pool. Later, I'm gonna show you which is a batch pool and submit. Okay, because that one is under the same month, within the same month, so you can do submission still. But if let's say the customer come back on the next month, all right, which is now is already 27th of August, okay, August. So when September come, and then they asking for the e-invoice for the big dated, which is the August transaction, that one you cannot do, right? Maybe I show here. So you already create the POS, the cash bill, all right? The cash bill inside the cash bill listing, right? Now it's already 27th of September. So if let's say customer requests on the for the same month, which is maybe tomorrow, which is 28th of August, okay? So what you need to do is that you go to the My e-Invoice admin Applet over here, okay? And then you go to the batch pool, okay? Under the batch pool, find the POS number, the cash bill number that requested by the customer, okay? After you find it here, and then you click on it, okay? Click on it, and then you go to here, okay? Go to the account, right? Go to the account, and then key in what will be the name, the TIN number, and then what will be the ID number. Maybe, okay, I don't know. Okay, okay, and then entity type, the type will be maybe BRN number. So when you type the BRN number, here also you need to key in the BRN number. And then after you done this, and then you click here, submit as an individual. Okay, that is a updated batch pool. So after it goes to the batch pool, and then you do the resubmit, and then you can go to the internal submission here, go to the internal submission. Okay, so you need to wait, all right? You need basically after you do that, the submit to individual, you need to wait until the LSTN actually send back to you. What will be the error? It might the error on the customer, whether the TIN not valid or the ID is not correct or something like that. So if let's say the LSDN already sent back to you, right? What will be the error, or maybe it's submitted successfully, okay, then you can go to the individual submission over here, and then you click on the cash sales, okay, on the cash sales here, and then you find out what will be the information that you need, whether everything is okay. All of this will be actually will be individual, and then you can printable here. You can go to the RB invoice, click on the printable LSDN format. You can click and then let it download, and then you can send it to the customer. Okay? So basically, let me repeat again. So now is 27th of August, right? 27th of August. So if let's say the customer asking the e-invoice on the same month, which is might be tomorrow on 28th. So what you need to go to do is that you need to go to my e-invoice admin applet, all right? You go to the batch pool. After you go to the batch pool, you go to the batch pool and then you find out what would be the POS number, the document number that requested by the customer. Click on it. Okay. After you click on it, you go to the account here. Okay, account. Then you key in what will be their name. All right. What should be the name, the ID, the TIN number. Okay, and then the type here, if let's say it's a BRN, then you key in here the ID number is a BRN number. Okay. After BRN number, you key in, then you click submit as an individual. After you submit as an individual, okay, LSGN we're gonna process that. Okay, after process everything, if let's say it's successful, then we go to the RB over here. Wait until it's written the QR code, the validation, everything. Then only you click printable LSTN format. In the LSTN format over here. So this, if let's say is under the same, what do you call, under the same month. So if let's say it's not in the same month, right? Not in the same month. So this POS, so it's to, if let's say today, again, today is the 27th of August. So the customer come on September 5th, for example, which is the following month, and then request for the e-invoice on today date, all right? So which is cannot be done because it's already, you already submit that by end of the month, all right? You already submit as a consolidated. So what you need to do is that, okay, you go to the customer first, okay, the customer, and then you create the new customer under their name. Okay, this is for future POS, future invoice that you need to create for them. Okay, so from here you need to key in. Remember to key in on the e-invoice tab over here. Key in what's their PIN number, BRN, and everything. Okay, this is the first thing, right? And then after that, you go back to the POS, all right, post Applet over here, where you need to find the previous cash bill that created by them, which is the backdated, right? Which is backdated, and then you need to make sure that it's created on the correct date, all right? After you find what will be the cash bill number. Okay, so you need to go to the sales return. Basically, you need to do sales return for that cash bill, right? So you go to the sales return. After you go to the sales return applet, find the cash bill. You need to return this cash bill, which is created on August. And then after you do the sales return, okay, so basically you need to search the cash bill, okay, and then return it for the cash bill that you want to return, okay, and then after that, after it's returned, you need to go back to the create cash bill again, and then make sure that this date is following the current date, which is September. Okay, so okay, let me repeat on that. Okay, so if let's say the customer asks the e-invoice on the next month, okay, the following month, so what you need to do is that you need to go to the customer, okay, you need to go to customer, create the customer, the new customer under their real name, okay, their real information, key in all the information, the BRN, and then remember to go to the e-invoice tab over here, and then key in the information, the TIN number, and also the BRN or the passport number. Okay. After you key in the customer here, and then you need to go to the sales return. Why? Because you need to return the previous case bill that created by them on last month, for example, because they request for the previous e-invoice, right? So yeah, you need to return the previous cash bill, and then after that, you need to create the new cash bill under the next month, which is September. Next POS, okay, and the next POS, what you need to do is that you need to make sure that you change this customer under the customer that you create here. which is under the real customer, real name. Then it will go to the individual or the e-invoice automatically. It's not under consolidated. So yeah, that's basically would be the how to do if let's say the your POS, which is under cash customer or general customer, they request for the e-invoice. Okay, to summarize, okay, so if let's there are two options, right? Two option. If let's say the customer, the general customer requests for the e-invoice, if let's say it is under the same month, okay, the same month, then you need to go to the batch pool way. Okay, the batch pool and then edit the POS. But if let's say the customer is come back on the following month and then they request for the previous month, okay, previous month e-invoice. So if that's the case, then you need to go to the customer. Make sure that you create the new customer detail because they are requesting for the invoice. So you need to key in the PIN number, the BRN, okay, and then create the sales return for the previous cash bill, okay, previous cash bill which is backdated, okay, and then create the new POS, new cash bill under September, the following month. Then it will be submitted as an individual. So yeah, that's it for the POS. So thank you so much.